Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome here to the Norwood Country Club. Mark Hoover here for NCM, and just pleased to be joined this afternoon by class of 2018 and member of the Norwood High School golf team, PJ Hennessy. PJ, welcome.
Nice to be here.
Oh, great to have you here. Kind of a cloudy, cool, comfortable day. We're in for an exciting one against Dedham as the 8-5 Mustangs take on the Marauders here from the Country Club. You know, PJ, you've played this course a number of times, while you played for the high school and certainly before and since. As a member of the golf team, what's the advantage, I guess, of being able to play here on your home course?
It's a pretty fun course. It's not too challenging. I think the biggest advantage is knowing what line to take off the tee and knowing what clubs hit off the tee. I would say there's a lot of holes where you can kind of go driver or go with maybe an iron. And I think away teams might not know how aggressive to be on this golf course, considering it might not be the most challenging. So I think that's probably the main advantage for Norwood, is knowing what limits to press and how aggressive to be and trying to get their score as low as possible.
Well, it looks like it's going to be a good one. It looks like it's actually going to be kind of fun, PJ. They're going to kind of mix things up a little bit with match play, as we understand it, as this is part of the Deadwood Cup, which is one of the greatest names for any type of golf tournament whatsoever. So we're going to have caddies today. We're going to have match play going on. We hope to get Coach Allen here and I'm already looking off to my left, and I'm seeing some fantastic outfits. So this is going to be a great one to watch, folks. So we'll be right back right after this.
My favorite athlete of all time is Tom Brady. My favorite pregame meal is cereal. And my favorite pump-up song is Princess Diana by Ice Spice.
My favorite athlete of all time is Wayne Gretzky. My favorite pregame meal is chicken parm, and my favorite pump-up song is
my favorite athlete of all time is Jason Tatum. My favorite pregame meal is a peanut butter and jelly, and my favorite pump-up song is Deli by Ice Spice.
My favorite athlete of all time is Tiger Woods. My favorite pre-game meal is protein pancakes, and my favorite pump-up song is the Rocky theme.
I don't know.
My favorite athlete of all time is Victor Hovland. My favorite pregame meal is probably a protein bar, and my favorite pump-up song is Fiend by Travis Scott.
My favorite pump-up song is Baby by Lil Baby.
My favorite athlete of all time is Patrice Bergeron. My favorite pregame meal is peanut butter jelly. My favorite pump-up song is, I don't know.
All right, here on the first, Davis Darnell, senior captain, left-hand swing. It's tailing a little off left. Be able to kick a tree. Trying to point it back. Wow. Now look at this. PJ, this is what I was talking about when I said, we need to have some sort of color here on the course.
I love this. You play a full season, long grind every day, 9 holes after school, and now it's time to have a little bit of fun here as the season comes to a close.
Break out the Crocs.
Looks like that one's headed for the driving range.
Going to the driving range. Well, again, what's kind of interesting, because the Ryder Cup was obviously just on recently, and the Solheim Cup was on just before that. PJ, you've played this sport before, sometimes just with your friends, but teeing off on that first hole is always a little nerve-wracking. And then you add in the fact that you've got, another 20 guys just standing here watching, and I look behind us, and there's another 20 to 30 guys. Can't be easy. So this brings up Liam Darling, the sophomore. Looks like he's going to join Davis over there on the left.
That's cutting back towards the fairway, so a good start.
There you go.
As you say on the first hole, it's nerve-wracking when you hit one, you don't really know if you're going to be able to find it when you get up there. But when you hit it in the fairway, I think it kind of calms you down for the rest of the round.
Yep. So continuing the shine here. is straight away. That's right down the middle. That's kind of what you're looking for, right, PJ? On that first one, you kind of maybe shake that nerves a little.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be, the flag. If you can see, it's fairly, straight away. The wind is blowing a little.
That's the thing about this first hole. It's not the most challenging. You just get one out there and play. Rough in the fairway doesn't really make a huge difference. So anything that's in play, you'll have a shot at the green.
And that's a lot better looking shot right there, yeah?
A little redemption from the one that went into the driving range.
Exactly. So that first group is off, along with their caddies. It's actually kind of fun. You can see the Dedham guys. They don't have, they're not carrying their clubs. And off go the caddies to help everybody else. Outstanding work. So the first group is away as the plane flyover comes by, a little late, but we'll take it. So that'll bring up our next group here for Dedham, and we'll try to get some of the names of these guys that are up here.
Next on the tee from Dedham High School is our junior captain, Ryan Lauder.
Ryan safely away there. Well struck. Well struck.
Should be in great position in the fairway there for Ryan.
Next on the tee from Norwood High School, captain, senior, Zach Badger.
Zach Badger once again continuing the fine athletic tradition of Columbine Road. His older brother Zach, now a freshman out at UMass. The Gallo girls continue to impress at the Norwood High School. Screaming line drive, but that'll stay. Well done by Zach Badger.
In the first hole, as long as you get out and play, I think that's all that matters.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter how pretty it looks.
Next on the tee from Dedham High School, junior Noel Adams.
Yes.
Noel pulling off the sweatshirt look on the golf course.
I don't think that's going to go off the net, huh? Nope. That was that net that you were hoping you'd be able to get a ricochet off there, PJ, and that's not going to happen.
On the tee from Norwood, freshman Tommy O'Brien.
Talking to PJ, talking to Coach Allen earlier today, and Mr. O'Brien here has had himself quite a start as a freshman here. Really playing some terrific golf. And of course,
the announcer's
he has me to thank for that.
He actually might be able to find that one over on the 9th hole, but his second shot will be pretty challenging.
Well, you said you wanted to get on the fairway, so I think he might have found a fairway. It just might have to be the wrong fairway, but that was my fault. I told him what an impressive start he had.
That one's receiving some laughter from his teammates.
Again, I think this is going to, when we came in today, that's what both of the coaches were talking about, is just, this is a chance to have a good time today. The Mustangs, as we mentioned, they've already qualified for state tournament, sitting here at 8-5. This match will count for the records for both squads, but I think being able to just kind of have more of a relaxed atmosphere, a more relaxed time, they don't announce, these guys. When you were playing, it wasn't like, next on the team from the United States, Patrick,
No.
right? So, that kind of stuff.
We never had caddies and our friends with us out there.
Exactly. So I think that's kind of what today is all about. And, Dedham, they're searching for that first win. This is their last match of the season. But the fact that he's shortly away and everyone's laughing about it and having a good time, I think what makes this sport, at times, a lot of fun. So we hope to catch, up with some of the players during the course of today. I know that Coach Allen will probably at least, get a little bit more information about exactly how this is scheduled, because this looks a little different than what we're used to seeing here for match play. But so we'll let that second group get a little further down, and then we'll bring up the third group, and we'll be right back with that third group teeing off.
Now on the tee from Dedham High School, Jack Haven.
Good ball.
Yeah, good ball, bud.
That'll curve back nicely. Very nice.
On the tee from Norwood, Junior Frankie Sheehan.
Junior Frankie Sheen will try to follow that one. That's picks up here on the lefty look.
Frankie trying to work the ball from right to left. Oh, and just gets caught up in the net.
He's hoping to maybe hit one of those poles right there, maybe kick back out.
Now on the tee from Dedham High School, senior Tyler Sherman.
See, now for me, that's a shot that I like because I can go find that.
Now on the tee, Junior Jacob Sheehan.
Jacob, the first player in this match to use an iron off the first tee.
And that certainly pays off well. I mean, there's something to be said for that, PJ, right? Like you said, you just want to try to
I think
get that
that's
one
the strategy
straight
with the
away.
iron.
Yeah.
Maybe the driver provides a little bit more dispersion, and irons maybe a little more consistency. That's what
Yep.
Jacob was looking for
Yep.
there.
It's a nice, easy play for the Sheehan boys as they head off. Not related, but we were going to announce them, next on the tee from Ireland, the Sheehans, but Chuck Allen stepped in and took our thunder away. So we'll try to see if we can't get that in there at some point. So that group number 3 is away, and while they head on down the first, I can see that that second group, they are already on the green, and group number 1, PJ, is already headed off to the second. So they're trying to get these kids through here, and I'm kind of looking off to our right. We still got, I don't know how many more Dedham, and then we've still got looks like our Hawaiian contingency up here to our right for the Norwood kids.
6:09 sunset here. One of the advantages of the East Coast.
Exactly. Although, PJ, as you know, Mrs. Hoover is from Ohio, and there will not be a summer that doesn't go by when it's 9:30 in Toledo that I get a phone call that says it's still light out and they're still playing golf, and so it is nice that we haven't hit daylight savings time yet. So we'll let this third group finish up as they head on down the first, as we get ready for the fourth, and we'll be right back.
And with Michael Marchand here before he tees off on the first hole. Michael, what are your expectations for today's round?
I expect a good round. I hit pretty well yesterday. We didn't have our other captain in. I tried to fill in for him, but I obviously couldn't do that. But we did pretty well, so I'm looking forward to today.
Coach has said that you've been on the team for a few years now. What have been your favorite memories on the golf team so far?
Last year, we did one of these. I caddied for a senior. They had some great outfits on this exact match. John Daly, they look pretty good out there.
How is it having a caddy out in the course with you? In most matches, you don't really go with a caddy, correct?
Right, I know. It feels weird. I kind of like being able to carry my clubs with me and control what I'm doing, but it's nice to have somebody with you and help you figure out what you should do next.
Yes, Mr. Hoover said this interview wouldn't get aired unless I asked you where you got the Hawaiian shirt from.
I think this is courtesy of Savers down the street.
Sounds good. All right, so you've hit this tee shot so many times in practice and in matches throughout the year. My last question, What are you looking for in this first tee shot? What's your mindset?
Well, I don't want to go over the net. That's our only OB on the course. I'm just looking to hit it a little left side. I've been hitting a little fade this year, so I'm hoping to keep it going.
Michael, thanks for your time and good luck today.
Thank you.
Dedham High School junior Sam Payne.
And that one's able to come down on the left-hand rough.
On the tee from Norwood, sophomore Maximo DeLuca. Another one. Jeez.
Yeah, but it's going to go over. It's going to be fine. And it's going to be 9 left. He hit it good. Next on the tee from Dedham High School, junior Ryan Wilmar.
Yeah, Coach was saying that Ryan is all fired up and raring to go, so just got to be able to put the ball on the tee. That's his, not used to having your name announced beforehand, so it's lots of pressure here on television.
Don't see many orange-covered
No,
driver
exactly.
heads.
This guy's bringing some color and some flair. Maybe that's what you need is something with an orange, some color there.
On the tee from Norwood High, senior Mikey Marchand.
Mikey had a chance to come over and talk with you, PJ. Is he kind of excited about this format that they're running here tonight?
He is, yeah. He said he had a good practice round yesterday, and hopefully I didn't put too much pressure on him and mess up his pre-round routines here on the first hole.
Well,
he said he was looking to try and get one up down the left-hand side of the fairway.
And there he goes.
He did note the only out of bounds on the course was over the right-hand netting into the driving range. So as long as he avoided that, he was happy. So I think look forward for Michael to have a great round today.
Well, with a shirt like that, you can't go wrong. So they're styling out here on the course today. So that's group number 4 through, and we'll be right back with the 5th group.
Next on the tee from Dedham High School, freshman Dane Darnell.
Dane, the first player to use the backwards scally cap.
I like the look. I like the look, and I think his partner, when we see Sam come up after him, is also rocking that look.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You might be able to hit them.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was coming back. He punched out. I thought he was moving on. He had a great introduction.
I was going to say, yeah, we'll keep that part.
Do that again.
No, that part was great. We're going to keep that part.
Coach Allen saved us from yelling a desperation 4 there.
I have no idea what they're doing.
You guys might be out of You're doing a double bogey.
And that's it. Okay. Yep.
It gets dark by 6:30.
Yeah.
So.
All right, okay.
Here we go.
All right. After that momentary pause, Dane Darnell, a freshman here, and PJ for something like that, boy, you could have somebody standing at the red tees, and I wouldn't have to necessarily back off, but that's a nice little ball straight away. But he certainly got nice swing and nice power there.
Yeah, you're playing against them, right? Yeah. Now on the tee from Norwood, senior Anthony Amato.
Anthony, the starting goalie for the hockey team.
Yeah, he really came on very strong last year. Speaking of hockey, I know that the number of hockey players are on this squad here. We'll see Eddie Carroll on this. We already saw Zach Badger come through. That was well struck. Sounded really nice.
Best ball we've seen here today.
Yeah.
That wasn't even his driver.
Next on the tee from Dedham High School, sophomore Sam McDougal.
So McDougal, like Darnell, going with the backwards look. Rules a bit more relaxed today in terms of style. Wow.
That should
That's a
find the
nice
right
ball.
side of the fairway.
Yeah.
On the tee from Norwood High, senior Eddie Carroll.
Another fine defensive man there for the Mustangs.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm not quite sure. Maybe it was the shorts, or the pressure of the camera there. Sometimes it's hard to tell. So that fifth group is away with their scally caps, shorts, and patterned shirts. And we'll get ready for that sixth group as we wind up here at the first hole in this match play tournament between the Mustangs and the Marauders of Dedham. And we'll be right back after this.
Next on the tee from Dedham High School, senior Paul Megan.
Just talking, PJ, talking to Meeks before getting ready to tee off here. Working on his Eagle Scout project, which is a pretty impressive thing to be able to put together. And he's said he's going to be working over at the greenhouse in Dedham to kind of fix that up. So kudos to him, in the words of Doc Crowley. Meigs is away.
Might have stuck in there, Paul.
When we talk about
relief, right?
PJ, sometimes this
Who's playing against him?
this course can be kind of wet. You know that,
Yeah.
so.
On the course from Norwood, junior Jack Weefer.
Weefer continuing the Hawaiian look that Norwood is putting on today. It seems to be kind of like the theme. I don't know if they all sent out the memo for the Hawaiian, but we were talking, PJ, to Coach Allen beforehand. What did he say? He had 39 kids come out this year. And I think back to what we were saying when you were playing, it was probably a few less that tried out.
Yeah, we definitely did not have enough for a JV team.
Yeah. So Weefer away.
Next on the tee from Dedham High School, junior William Reynolds.
I thought William might have gone with a Celtics or Bruins sweatshirt off the first tee. But really kind of setting the tone with the Pat sweatshirt after a few demoralizing losses.
It has not been easy to be a Pats fan, but as I've been kind of saying to some other people, and Will is away there, but you kids aren't used to these losing seasons.
On the tee from Norwood, freshman Seamus Conley. I'm doing pretty good. I didn't miss one game. I know them.
It's a nice ball there by Seamus.
Best one of the group.
Yeah. So that group 6 goes out. And we'll get ready for that final group. Looks like it's
7 groups. Yeah.
this will be our 7th group coming up.
Next on the tee from Dedham High School, senior Ryan Harris.
Harris again playing that iron, PJ. We've only seen a couple guys do it, but it's been fairly effective. Let's see if it works here for Harris or if I've just jinxed him. Nope.
Very good shot.
That's a good shot there by the Cookie Monster.
On the
So
tee for
Harris is
Norwood,
safely away.
sophomore Mark Trahan.
Like delays.
Another lefty here on the first tee. One of the first players of the first tee to use the left side of the tee box. A lot of players kind of taking a short walk to the right.
Yeah, he's probably a little bit more tired. You got to figure it's an extra at least 3 or 4 feet. So.
Kind of see why he went over to that left-hand
Yeah,
side.
yeah.
Give himself a little bit of a room to work the ball from right to left.
Well struck.
Next on the tee from Dedham High School, sophomore Luke Friday.
What?
right. I knew it hit a tree and it bounced right back in, so that's straight away.
On the tee for Norwood senior Sam Lally.
One of the things you have to consider now is you've seen 6 groups go before you. You're the last player to tee off and waiting for this first tee shot for a good hour and a half after school, hour since you got to the golf course. Let's see how Sam does here.
Maybe that'll
Work its way into the driving range.
You can go up there and drop. I hit that tree before the fence, yeah.
So Lally will drop off up there, and that is going to take us through our 7th and final group is off and away on the course with the caddies, the Hawaiian shirts, the whole 9 yards. So we've gone through our first series here, PJ, so I think we'll probably try to get ourselves back on the course, figure out where some of these first couple groups are, and bring you some action from other parts here at the Norwood Country Club as the Mustangs of Norwood take on the Marauders in golf.
Way to go.
Short of the green. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's
JB, just background stuff if you want. Is that good?
Sure, I'm just grabbing Max and Ben.
You don't have to be on camera. Just like
Yeah, you can start whenever.
Holy cow. He likes it when the camera's on. We were just taking a break there, JB, when Liam just hit that really nice pitch shot there, but left only a couple feet from the hole there. But just before then, we were asking, what's been like there to be out. Again, everyone's going to dress a little bit more casual today. What's the feel been out like there so far on the course?
It's been fun, everyone, not taking it too seriously, but still want to get a win. Playing pretty good so far. Hopefully we'll keep it up.
It's been a tough year record-wise, for Dedham, for you guys. This is your last match. But, you take us through, what some of the highlights have been, prior to the injury for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, we've had some close matches. Obviously, not really gotten a win yet this year, but it's been fun,
It's interesting because it's easy to kind of come to practice when you're 15-0, right? And it's easy to come to matches, when you've got a solid record. What continues to keep you guys and drive to continue to work despite the record?
Just want to be better, and get that first win and the streak.
Well, listen, JB, I wish you best of luck in your recovery, and go out there and encourage these guys on.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
JB joining us here, a senior, on the IR recently because of the lacrosse injury, but again with sporting the glasses there, PJ, looking pretty stylish.
See him in high spirits?
Yeah, exactly. Now PJ, when you played, here for the high school, you never had the opportunity to. And Davis Darnell just misses that one. Could have been the flyover, we're so close to the airport
You
here.
asked me about home field advantage
Yeah.
off the top of the broadcast. You only had to deal with the airplane. It's so close to the airport.
That's right.
Definitely something that Norwood players have an advantage of.
Exactly. You can maybe kind of block that out. As Ben finish off there, and this first group will finish the 5th. And what's kind of nice, PJ, about this location here is while we're waiting for that second group with Zach Badger and Tommy O'Brien to come through, these guys have that quick little walk over to the 6th to tee off here. If you had to pick of the 9 holes that these guys play, PJ, what do you think is probably the toughest hole of these 9?
Toughest hole I would say would be the par 4 fourth hole. It's a long par 4, and it has a probably 130-yard carry off the tee to get over the fescue rough off the tee box. I would say the 4th hole is probably the toughest, and actually the 5th hole, one of the shorter par 5s, one of the funner holes. If you have a good drive, you have a chance for a birdie opportunity.
Gotcha. And so we just here and we see that set group, and actually one of the balls just came behind us. So we're going to try to make sure we get ourselves out of the way so that we don't, one, get smacked with the ball, and then we can get out of Ron Marshall's camera angle here as he picks up the lads as they tee up on the 6th. You know, and PJ, then following up on that, if you had to pick maybe one of the easier ones on this course, what's one that you really thought, this one's kind of probably of the 9 the easiest one?
Probably the second hole. It's a short par 4, dog leg to the left. Trees on the left, but if you can kind of get over the trees, you can hook it around the trees. You have a very, very short second shot, and that's one of the easier holes, I would say. So after the first hole, I'd say the second hole kind of calms you down and gives you a chance to at least get a par, maybe even a birdie.
PJ, while we wait for the second group to come through and this first group to tee off, the Mustangs have qualified for a tournament with the 8th win. You still have some matches left. You got mentioned Dover Shearborn coming up, and again you hear the word 4, so we're going to kind of like duck out of the way, and hopefully it won't hit the camera. But Dover Shearborn's next for the Mustangs. One of the best squads that they're going to see this year. It's got to be a little difficult if you're playing kind of much more relaxed here to then step up again, in a couple days to play Dover Shearborn. What do you think the Mustangs are going to have to do to try to get, past a quality program like DS?
Yeah, Coach Allen was definitely talking about Dover Shearborn and their qualities. I would say even today, even though we've emphasized the fact that it's a fun round, I think you do have to stay focused if you're in Norwood as a golfer. Each day kind of builds off the next. If you're playing well today, you can kind of carry that into tomorrow. So I think you're trying to have fun. You should be trying to work on things, or at least keep yourself in a good rhythm, so that when we do play higher quality opponents like Dover, even those that are lucky enough to play in the state tournament, that you're ready to go. And especially, you never know what the weather's going to be like. You could miss a day because of rain and stuff like that. So I would say, especially this time of the year, not to take a day for granted and trying to, even though it's a fun day, the Deadwood Cup making its appearance. I think you do need to try to at least try and put up the best score as you possibly can.
Yeah, I mean, and if we just listen to what JB was just saying, I mean, Dedham is looking for that first win, and you can never overlook a team based upon their record on paper, right? We've seen that happen way too many times. When you maybe look past an opponent, and you're looking at DS, for example, and all of a sudden, Dedham with nothing to lose this year, certainly, and looking for that first win. And with nothing else, also, the bragging rights for the Deadwood Cup. So take a look here as Zach Badger has chipped just slightly behind. He's going to be chipping out here. He may be waiting for the Dedham player to come here for the cart path. That was put on there very nicely as well.
Dedham players are showing their scrambling abilities here on this 5th hole.
Yeah, it's twice we've seen that, so we'll see what Badger can do here. Wait, one more. Just not quite enough there. Try to get that one to come up and over, so Badger will be the 4th to try to get his on the green here. Also a very nice touch. Well done by this group here. So I mentioned Badger, the senior, Tommy O'Brien, the freshman, in group number 2. And you see here, they have their caddies that can kind of help them with the read here in terms of the breaks.
I will say during a golf match, and you kind of see all the holes are kind of closely compact together. You always love looking to see where your teammates are. You kind of tell how their day's going if you kind of see them in the fairway or if they're kind of trotting off towards a hole they're not supposed to be on.
That's right. So Dedham is first away. This is either Ryan Lauder or Noel Adams. I can't quite. That buries that one. Very nicely done. Gets a little round of applause there. A little tip to the camera. Seem to know that it's there. So Badger away here. To that nice chip from behind the green. Just a little short, but still well read. Dedham's able to put their 2 putts in. That will take care of that for that second group as they are away, and they'll head over to the 6th. All right, here with, again, the pride of Columbine Road, Zach Badger, senior. Nice little job there. Zach, been talking to a couple of the Dedham guys. You know, what's this format been like today? What's it? You know, it's been. Yeah.
It's fun to have this at the end of the year. You know, both teams like each other. I mean, get to go play match play, which you don't get to do at all during the year. And it's just fun.
Yeah. You know, the team is, you know, qualified for state tournament. I know you've got DS coming up. You know, what do you guys think you need to do to kind of continue that final push towards tournament play?
I mean, we just gotta shoot low. I mean, Dover Sherborne's really good. They're the best. So, I mean, last time they came here, we won. So, we'll see.
You're coming off a par there at the 5th hole, 2 over through 5 holes. What's your game plan here as you enter the last 4 holes?
Just keep the ball in play smart,
Yeah,
2-putt everything.
There you go. There you go. Well, Zach, we'll let you get on over to the 6th with the rest of the guys there. Best of luck the rest of the way, and, you know, congratulations on your senior year making it this far.
Thank you.
Yeah, be good.
Thanks, guys.
Zach Badger joining us here between the 5th and 6th as we get ready for that third group to join us, the Sheehan boys, along with Tyler Sherman and Jack Haven for Dedham. I wanted to be remiss to mention, I think that last Dedham player right there birdied that hole, and I think that's probably why he gave us a little tip to the camera. But Noel Adams wanted to make sure that we acknowledge that birdie there as we kind of wait for this.
Mid all October, and we say it was their last match of the year.
Yeah.
So that could be the last birdie of his season. So
there
you
go.
Might as well celebrate it.
Exactly. Sheehan from just off the green off there. I can't tell if he's looking behind to see if there's anyone else playing, but it looks like we've got Frankie straight ahead of us and then the 2 Dedham guys. And then I think Jacob Sheehan is walking up the golf path here, so so Frankie's away, I think. That one a little short. That's always kind of tough to read, PJ. You know, it's like you're that close, so you kind of might sometimes, you know, short swing it, and then it leaves it just a bit short because you don't want to fly it over.
Yeah, we'll say the pin is in a pretty accessible location today. You can see that's a little tiered green, and there's sometimes I can put the pin in the back of the green where you have to kind of get it over that little mound in the middle of the green. So I think this pin kind of in the middle of the green is helping a lot of the players.
Safely here is Jacob Sheehan for Norwood, just off the back.
And this one's one of those tricky shots. You don't really know how far to hit it, and you kind of just want to get it up to the top of the hill and let it roll down towards the cup. So it'll be interesting to see what type of approach Jacob goes, if he kind of goes low or high here.
that's a nice touch. Oh, it's a fantastic shot. PJ looked like he kind of put that almost, like you said, right where he wanted to, right there at where it starts to crest down.
Yeah, just
And
let
let it do all the work. Nice job there by.
I think that's where home course advantage also. You kind of know how the ball is going to react out of the rough, and then once it goes onto the green, helps you judge
Right.
how far to hit it.
You know, and again, you've done this before, and you've played against Dedham before. You know, after a shot like that, you can see the Jacob standing next to his Dedham opponent. What kind of conversation goes on between players during the course of the match?
I wouldn't say there's too much conversation. I guess I've never played in a Deadwood Cup before where it's so relaxed. So I guess when I was playing, when the match is a little more serious, you kind of just keep it pretty low key. Good shot, not too much more than that. You're good if I go, stuff like that.
Gotcha. Yeah, but you're probably right. On a day like today, maybe it might be a chance to kind of interact with your opponent there, and just curled a little bit there on Frankie Sheehan. Can't quite tell which one's which, but Tyler Sherman and Jack Haven are the Dedham guys here. That's part of Group 3.
Can't get coach to say now on the green.
Right, I could do the now on the green from Ireland, as I wanted to do for the Sheehan's.
It's interesting to see when the new rule change came in, leaving the pins in the green for putting, how all these players are electing to keep the pin in for putts that are so short.
Right.
All these putts have been inside 10 feet, and they're still keeping the flagstick in.
Jacob just leaves that one just a little far past, but we'll wrap up there. He'll get his caddy and head on off to the 6th tee. And filling in here on the 6th as this again, this third group takes off. Sherman and Haven for Dedham. And again, PJ, you can kind of look at that body language. Yeah, but he wasn't too pleased with that, so they're just going to kind of let Dedham go 1-2, and then the Sheehan boys will go next.
Yeah, the 6 tee shot's pretty narrow. You have pretty intimidating. So you have trees on the right, which I think the ball just found, and then you kind of have trees on the left. So you do have to kind of hit. You don't have to take a driver on this hole. You do have to hit something fairly straight, and there's not a lot of margin for error.
Well, I think I remember when Jacob got up to the first tee, PJ, I think as you commented, he was one of the first ones to break out that iron on hole number 1, and here he is doing the same thing here on the 6th.
Yeah, quickly picks up the tee there, so I think he liked that one. I think the players are now on this tee box batting a little bit of the sun in their eyes.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say. Fourth group here, Sam Payne and Ryan Wilmar for Dedham. Max DeLuca and PJ, I didn't get...
That's who I interviewed at the beginning of the round.
Okay.
Michael.
All right. Phew, Max and Michael. That's why I didn't have his name down on my sheet. He was too busy being interviewed for his pregame. tell you though, Ron Marshalsey, working our camera crew here, is going to have to put in for the hazard pay. And you had mentioned it, PJ. I got a text message from Mr. Hennessy earlier today, and he said that he was out here earlier, and the bugs are pretty something else. And
yeah,
PJ
I
was
walked
messing around,
the course Friday afternoon in preparation of this broadcast, and the bugs were all over me. And Coach Allen said at practice this week as well that the bugs have been killing the kids, and he's been dodging them as much as he can while performing his coaching duties. So yeah, it's been pretty bad.
So Ron will put in for hazard pay with Jack Tolman when he gets back in there. He's already shaking his head yes. Consummate professional behind the lens and in front of it for your NCM Sports updates. Michael's putt here from fair distance, slightly uphill. PJ, looked like this group was struggling a little bit as they approached here. We had a couple
Yeah, I
guys
think
that
Michael
were
had a little bit
over.
of tree trouble over on that left-hand side.
So Max is away here. We just heard a noise behind us, and I wasn't sure if that was a branch or somebody had way overshot.
And that is a great putt.
Oh, that's a fantastic putt there by Max.
Reads the left to right, Blake.
Oh, that's
left to
nice.
right, Blake, perfectly.
You'll be kind of glad that one was captured on TV.
Went in at the perfect pace too. Not really
Mhm.
a lucky one where it's kind of going way past the hole and you kind of catch it. It goes in perfectly.
So Michael here to finish out this hole as part of the fourth group.
Michael Marchand.
And with that last name, drops the putt nicely. All right, back here on the final hole of the ninth. And you can kind of hear Coach Allen talking to Fingston over there. I think that this match is pretty close, and PJ, I think it's got some importance in terms of the overall match so far.
Yeah, I think the match is even, and Fingston's there just over the green side bunker in 2 shots, so he'll have a chance to chip on the green and have a look at birdie.
Yeah, because you saw the Dedham coach, come walking up here, and I guess, prior to this hole, these 4 guys have played fairly close the entire way, and then I guess Fingston, he said, just absolutely crushed his drive off of the tee here, and then he had a really nice approach. Here's just off to our left, sitting on, looks like it's on top of that bunker. And then Teddy playing far away there, and I think that both the Dedham guys, PJ, looked like they were off here to our right in the woods here, so they got to try to work around these trees. But then I was also hearing that Group 2 is dead even as well. I think we can see them in the background. They've already started walking up the fairway, so we might know a little bit more information about how things are going in short order here. PJ, Coach Allen was talking, as you know, you've played for him. To be extremely competitive, certainly wants to win this match today, knows it's fun, knows he's already qualified, but he's always looking for that W.
And I think he also wants to, as we were talking about earlier, carry that momentum into the Dover-Sherburne match tomorrow.
Exactly. Yep. So we're trying to get a placement here. I see. Again, it's Davis and Liam are the two. I think this is Liam. I can't tell, PJ.
I would assume
if
that's his third shot coming into the green in this par 5. Probably from around 60 or 50 yards. One of those awkward distances with a wedge. And it comes up just a little
can't
short
get it
there
up
in the
there.
fringe.
And so now we'll see Teddy there on the far side take his shot, as it looks like Davis just came up short of this bunker here. That's a nice looking shot.
Center of the green.
Very well played. So Teddy's on. Dedham will chip up here.
Yeah.
So this is a big little chip here for Finkston. Where's he looking to put this one, PJ?
I would say you can pretty much go straight at it. You don't really have a whole lot of room to the right-hand side, so straight at it, maybe a little left will give you a look up the hill, but looks like he caught that one a little bit thin.
That's bad.
He's gonna have to chip again. And I think maybe the presence of coach there put a little bit of extra pressure
I was going to
on
say,
him a
you
little
know,
bit there.
yeah, you have that nice initial drive, and then you have that chip here, and coming here on the back, and like you said, you've got Coach Allen right there on the green. It's easier when you're, back there on the 4th and the 5th and no one's around, but now you got Coach looking right at you. So I think this is Liam.
Liam, you guys are done, right? He's 3 up. We're going to call it good. You guys pick up so they can finish because these guys are waiting. Is that all right?
Yes.
So I think that's kind of one of, like, as you see in the Ryder Cup, that Norwood, Teddy was 3 up on the Dedham, so they'll just pick up there. And we'll see what Ben can do here as he chips off the green.
Oh,
Wow.
Looks like he might have settled down after the conversation with coach there.
Exactly.
You can pick it up.
Wow.
So I think this putt
You gotta-
for
you have
Dedham
to
is
make-
probably to
Yeah.
got to make this
Liam,
to
you
tie the
can help him
match.
with the read.
Looking at about a 30-footer here. It's been a decent recovery out of those trees to get it even a look at par here on this 9th hole. Hit it pretty quickly.
Got it there. That's smart play.
Shake hands, guys.
Davis there.
I think that'll do it for that match.
That'll do it for that match, and it looks like
You might steal.
Norwood will take that one. But again, this is, looks just like they see at the bigs there, PJ. A lot of handshaking going on. Of course, they don't want to shake JB's hand with an injury, so he'll get the fist pump.
Not very often you're on the green with 8 people on it after a round.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly here. Yeah.
Guys, move your bags and just go over there, okay?
Plus, like you said, not only do you have the folks here standing by, but then you've got all right, here with Teddy Caparata, just finishing up your match. First and foremost, just absolutely styling today. Congratulations. What kind of prompted this look?
It's like,
It's speechless is what it is, right? It's hard to put into words.
I don't know. He just told me, he was like, I got a shirt for you. And I was like, I don't know if I trust you, but I now know not to trust him again.
Well, again, this was kind of fun match play today. Tell us, in terms of the feel. We talked to a couple guys. What was the feel like being out there today doing match play?
It was more fun, actually. I think it was a lot less stressful, for sure. It did make it more enjoyable.
And, overall, we saw you at various points along the course today. Not quite sure exactly what the scores were. How did you guys wind up doing today?
I did good. Ben did really good, actually. I was shocked. I think he finished even with the course, and yeah.
Oh, good. And in terms of your group, you guys took the win amongst the 2 teams then?
Yes, yeah.
So you shot 40 today. What are you looking to take forward into tomorrow's round?
Tomorrow's round, I'm assuming that's here, so lower than 40. Yeah.
Probably need
probably need lower than 40 to win.
It's a good squad that you're facing tomorrow in Dover Sherborne. You guys have qualified, as a team for tournament. What are kind of the things that you think you need to do between now and the last couple matches to kind of fine-tune anything for tournament time?
Yeah, golf is just it's a lot of little mistakes that you can make playing, and once it comes down to like putting and chipping, it's just getting yourself as close to the hole as possible. Once you figure that out, then golf becomes a lot more easier, and you'll see your scores drop. And I think everyone needs to just focus on their short game mostly.
Well, it's been absolutely a pleasure to watch. You guys. A couple guys had caddies out here. Again, dressing, as professional as can be. But congratulations on your match today, and best of luck the rest of the way. All right. Teddy joining us here as part of that first group that Norwood's through, and I think if again word on the street is that this is a close one as well. I think I see Coach Allen kind of doing sign language over to Zach Badger. That's a nice little chip up there. I think that was Ryan Lauder. Ryan Lauder and Noel Adams, the juniors, here against Badger, the senior, and O'Brien, the freshman. O'Brien's on already. I think this is Noel Adams.
Yeah, I think this is Noel Adams' fourth shot here on this par 5.
That's also a nice little chip up there too. Oh,
Ooh,
well done. Well done.
Look at par there.
Yeah. See, I think that's kind of what it is. They know that this camera's here, so they really kind of you try to bring your A game. As Badger tries to put it up there as well, looking to get close.
Badger will give Noel a bit of a read there.
Yeah. So everyone on safely up here on the 9th with this second group.
Coach, what are we looking for here on the 9th green?
Right now we're down 1 on a match with Tommy O'Brien, but he looks like he's going to get 2 putt and win this hole. And then Zach Badger's 1 up, but this could be a have to.
O'Brien leaves that one just short there.
Mark it, Ryan, pull it out. Win that hole?
Yeah, so
Yeah, good pass. Hey, that's good point.
Sounds like you can confirm this, but it looks like O'Brien and Adams may have tied that. Yeah.
I think Adams is very proud of his round.
Yeah.
I heard him off camera saying first round in the 30s.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, you could see the coach go over there. They were, really obviously pleased with this. And maybe, again, there might be something to it just being kind of a little bit more relaxed atmosphere. You can just kind of. So we'll see what Zach can do here. This is a big putt for him. Oh, wow.
I think that birdie
Beautiful.
for Zach.
So I think that will do
that
it.
Definitely
Zach will
match for Zach.
Once again, Badger knew that the camera was on him, felt the pressure, and really, even the coach will reach out for that on that one there. Sure, we'll grab Zach back again. We had him earlier on the 5th, but come on over here, Zach. Senior captain. Wow, boy, that was a nice little finish right there, Zach.
That was for the win.
And so I mean, when you're sitting over something like that for a win, what's kind of going through the mind?
I mean, don't smoke it past the hole. It's a downhill putt. You just gotta tap it.
All things considered, you finished here through the 9. It was kind of a nice, a nice day, a nice relaxing day. I've been asking some of the players, what's it been like to do this? I know we caught you on the 5th. How do you figure you finished, those last few holes?
Good. I thought I played well. I mean, played a great opponent, made it interesting. Almost put it in from back there for eagle, which was, so I knew I had to make that putt for the win, but it was fun.
Do you think this match play format will prepare you for tomorrow's round?
I think it's just a fun little match, just a end of the season, just to get all the seniors in, something to do.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because, I mean, you play other sports as well, baseball and the hockey, and when there's never really like a senior day per se for golf, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not a big spectator sport. PJ, you played it as well. It's not, there's not a lot of parents that come out to watch the golf match. So what's it kind of mean, again, as a senior, you've got a few matches left, obviously you still have tournament, but, looking back so far on the career up here at the high school in terms of golf, what kind of memories are you going to be taking away?
I mean, it was fun. I never expected to play golf coming into high school. I played when I was little, and then parents wanted me to do fall sports, so I picked it up and just loved it ever since.
Well, you continue to make Columbine, Columbine, Road extremely proud. Any shout out to the fine folks at Columbine?
Yes, I want to thank my parents for buying me the clubs that helped me get to where I am.
That's a good call there. Thanks to Mom and Dad on that, and Paulie, who Paul would always eventually
yelling
from the porch. Zach Badger, one of your senior captains here, with a fantastic putt on the 9th to win his match. Congratulations and best of luck the rest of the way. All right, back here with the third group up here on the green, and Frankie Sheehan with PJ, a terrific shot from the fairway, looking to putt here.
Ooh, just a little short.
Just a little short. But we're trying to finish that out there. As we watch, again, this is either Tyler Sherman or Jack Haven chipping in from tough spot right there. PJ was, you're right back up against the.
Grab his ball.
Yeah, green runs away from
Yeah.
you a little bit, sloping down towards the front of the green. So looks like looks like this match is over.
Yeah, I guess Tyler Sherman was just putting out there, and PJ were talking to Coach Allen. So the way this is kind of working is kind of Ryder Cup-ish, as it were. There's a total of 14 points out there, as you got the 7 squads coming through, and I think right now it's 3 points. Well, this will be 2 here, so we're up to 5.5. 5.5 to Norwood, and a half point there on that first tie on the first group. So Norwood comfortable here, only needing 2 points of the remaining 4 groups. So they should be in pretty good shape. But I think it's just kind of a neat idea, to do it Ryder scoring, type, to be able to keep the cup, and then next year, then they have to take the half point, and we get to,
It would be the official language. Would be Norwood needs 7 points to retain.
Exactly. That's right. Exactly. All right, back here with the 4th group, and will probably be our final group of coverage this evening. But PJ got Max and Mike here for the Mustangs. We saw Max earlier today with that fantastic putt on 5. You were just talking to Coach. What do we have here for scores?
Yeah, so I think Dedham won one of these matches 3 up, and it looks like the other match is coming down to the wire. We have a birdie putt for Dedham, and I think playing the 4-shot birdie chip for Norwood over on the right-hand side of that green. So it looks like Dedham's in good position here to maybe even win the second match.
Well, yeah, I think that, and again, I don't know which one was which, but Sam Payne and Ryan Wilmar, the 2 Dedham, and one of them put that ball, you can see him marking it right there near the hole from the fairway. Really rolled that up here nicely.
You guys can say good if that match is over.
Let's see if they're gonna.
So it looks like
Those 2
Ryan and Mike will
Stay here to see.
Mike
probably
won that.
Mike
Or
won
Ryan
won that one. He
match.
was 3 up, you say. So this is a big chip here for Max.
Great chip.
Oh wow, that looked really nice. Now you want to kind of hold here.
Look at par.
Yep. So Sam Payne here is away.
knowing that Ryan has, a 15, 20 footer for par, I think Sam really just trying to kind of cozy it up there for a tap in, stress-free 2-putt. I think would get the job done here.
But as mentioned earlier, we did see Max make a really nice putt.
Live on our broadcast.
Exactly. So maybe he wanted to set himself up for yet another one.
This is how get a little more speed on it.
A little closer. So as Coach Allen said, these are both for pars right here. So big match. Ryan was here. Ryan Wilmar was why these guys got set up. You were able to win your match?
Yep.
Outstanding. What was the final on that one?
I believe it was 4 points that I won by.
Outstanding, outstanding. What's it been like as these guys kind of get themselves lined up? What's it been like to play in this match style play today for you guys?
It's been a very close game for both of those two. And I think the best of my mind.
It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. Congratulations on today. Ryan Wilmar, the junior.
I'll give myself a little. I think this is going to go a little bit left to right. Let's see if I write it correctly. And I did.
Wow.
A little left to right, and it just didn't play out there far enough.
PJ Hennessy the extra money. But a nice little look there by Max, so he'll have that tap in.
So if he hits his putt, he loses.
Yep, as Coach Allen was saying, yeah. So this is a big putt here for Sam.
So I think Sam, it's going to be tough because that first putt he's definitely still disappointed with.
Yeah.
And now he's probably kicking himself, knowing this is to win the match. Probably want this a little bit closer. So this is where you have to kind of regroup and kind of get that first putt out of your head.
You had mentioned that, PJ, when he was looking at what Max had for his, he just wanted to kind of nestle it up there. Oh,
just like
boy, he did not miss that by much, but tied on that one. So it looks like Max and Sam will split their half point. And Ryan and Mike, Ryan will take the 2 points there for. So we're just checking the scores here from Coach and Coach.
We had a bumblebee sting, right?
6-2.
Got a bee sting.
And we had earlier on we had heard that Mike had a bee sting. It looks like, and maybe that's what he'll be able to say in terms of what caused his injury. So 6-2, I think, PJ is the word on the street here. So Mustangs just need a point and a half out of these remaining groups here. So we're going to wrap it up here from the Norwood Country Club as it starts to get a little dark, but we want to thank, obviously Ron Marshalsea and Jack Tolman for coming down here today to do it. And PJ, boy, this has been a lot of fun.
I think it's been a lot of fun for the kids, most importantly. How often do they get to have their golf shots broadcasted, especially for those that we got to speak to throughout the round? I don't think they showed up to the course today expecting pre-round interviews, mid-round interviews, post-round interviews. So I think that was a lot of fun for the kids, most importantly.
They all handled them very well. And PJ, it's kind of fun to hear you now calling them kids when it seems to me like it was just yesterday you were one of these kids. But as I say, you've been out of high school longer than you were in high school.
Correct.
So welcome to the adult world. Listen, this is Mark Hoover, and along with PJ Hennessy, it has been a pleasure to be up here at the Norwood Country Club, where it looks like Norwood is going to win the first annual Deadwood Cup and be able to take that home, and Dedham will try to see if they can bring it back next year. So for all of us here at NCM Sports, thanks so very much for joining us here from the Norwood Country Club. Have a great evening, everybody.